Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another live trading session with IronFX. Right, ooh, where did my Zoom go? Okay, right now. Okay, let's begin the session. Okay, so welcome back, guys, again to another live trading session. Okay, before I begin the webinar, remember that everything in this webinar is educational in nature and nothing should be construed as investment or trading advice. All right, so please remember to do your own due diligence before you guys trade. Okay, so I'm your host for today. My name is Woon Hong, and we will be going through the live trading session. All right, so we are left with these five key economic events for this week, right? We are left with USD final GDP and USD unemployment claims for today. And then on Friday, we have GBP retail sales, CAD GDP, as well as USD core PCE price index. All right, then as usual, after we've gone through the news, right, then we will go through DXY, gold, oil, and also any FX pairs that you guys want me to go through with you. All right, so just type it in the chat box, right? Can you guys try typing in the chat box to see if it works, right? I think I on the settings. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Okay, so yes, let's go to the news. Let's just go right into the charts. Okay. All right, so we have USD news, which will be later on. I think in about 8:30 p.m. Singapore time, which is 3.5 hours from now. All right, so let's go. Okay, we don't need this. Okay, let me see. Okay, any point in time you guys have any questions, right? Just feel free to type it in the chat box or in the Q&A box, all right? Then I will answer your questions. Okay, so we will start off with DXY. Okay, let's start with DXY. Okay, so let's see. DXY has already been retracing upwards, right? We have this huge downward movement, and now we are correcting towards the upside, which is this key level over here. So, let's see this key level. Okay, I think we use the H4. I think we'll use H4 more relevant, right? Okay, you can see how DXY is actually moving upwards. All right. So at this level is our resistance level, and let me see DXY. Okay, and this is our valid support area. Support. Okay, so between these areas, right, you will see right now we can expect for DXY to continue upwards to rise up towards this first resistance level before it falls, because I believe this level aligns with let me see, if you were to mark out this recent high, I think it's 50%. Yeah, roughly about 50% feed retracement. Okay, from this swing high to this swing low. All right, then if you were to go to H4, let's see how price is reacting to this area, right? One obstacle is that price has already break out of this consolidation area for DXY. So previously it was right about here, the consolidation area, right? Then right now, price is expanding upwards, right? So we can expect for price to go all the way up to this first resistance area at about New York session, about 9:30 p.m., right? It could go this way or it could continue to fall depending on the news later on. All right. If this news, right, the USD index unemployment claims, if you expand this, right, you can see previously it has been good for the dollar index, right? So you can expect maybe for DXY to be bullish. Okay, so since we expect DXY to be bullish, then now we will go to these other pairs. All right. Then if DXY is bullish, these other pairs will be bearish, right? So if you were to look at H4, let me look to the left. Okay. So far, if you look to the left, right, you can see visually, right, this is a major support level, right? This is a extremely good pullback level for euro dollar to pull back from. Okay. So let's mark out how many pips is this? I think it's about 180. Okay. Okay, right now, let's put this as our first support. Okay. And then we also have this, which is our second support. Okay. So you can see right now that euro dollar is actually on the bearish side on H4 at least, right? Because we are making lower highs and lower lows. All right. So what we are expecting next, if let's say euro dollar breaks past this level at 1.07347, right? So we want it to, how should you enter if price were to continue, right? We want to enter off the break and then the retest, and better off if there is a fair value gap here, right? You can see how price actually reacts to these levels. I was waiting for price to actually react to this level, but it missed, right? So let's say if price breaks past this level, you can expect it to fall from here. So your stop loss placed above this high, right? Your TP is this low over here, right? Because the next level for price to react from at the demand zone is this key level over here, which is at 1.060, right? So what I would say is to enter off. If you can enter the sales, that would be good. But if you want to, you can wait for the buys after the news, right? Hopefully price reaches this area at 1.060, right? Okay, so if you were to draw your fib, I think it's exactly roughly about the 161.8%, right? Roughly about there. Okay, so this is one of the cells that I will take, right? But of course, I will want it to actually break this low first at 1.072. Okay, if I were to go to H1, right? You can see price right now is still very slow, right? What we want to see is a break over here. Okay, you can see each time when price breaks past the previous low, right, it will at least retest this next level. So one trick that you guys can do, right, is that if you see price moving in a very clear direction, right, very, very clear direction, okay, if price were to break past the next low, right, which is this low, okay, and then let me use the drawing tool better. Yep, this. If price were to break past this level, bearish arrow, okay, and the body closes, right, where is your next sell zone? Your next sell zone will be this area over here, right? Let me see if price actually, yeah, because this will be your new supply zone in a sense, right? Your new supply zone, once price breaks past, this is your new supply zone. So you can play it safe to enter here. Oh, wrong one. Enter short position here. Sometimes people will just extend their SL a little bit, right? And then your target go for 1:2, right? 1:2, right? Depending. If let's say you are here, you're targeting 1:2 is a bit further down, right? Which is this level over here. But let's see, I think current price has already gone back to its original position, right? But let's see. Okay, so for now, the next sell area is if price breaks past this low, then we will take this level over here. All right, so let's see how price actually reacts. to this level. All right, then GBP USD. Okay, let's see GBP USD. Right now, it should move in the same direction as euro dollar. So let's go to H4. So far, anybody have any questions? I think it should be quite straightforward. I think it's okay. Right now, you can see how price actually is testing this level, right? You can see price broke past this low, right? We take the lowest wick, right? Broke past this low, all right? Then we have a body closure. Okay, so what's the next thing that we should look at, right? When this candle close, right? When is the last upward movement that price was at, right? Which is this, okay? Which is this level. So if we were to mark out, we were to go to H1, okay? Broke past all these lows, okay? Then let me show you guys a trick. Price will definitely react to this key level. Let's see. Then if you want to take a sell, I think this is my selling, yeah. Stop loss placed above these highs. TP place at least 1:2 here, right? Because there's no point in putting our TP all the way here. If let's say price takes out your supply area, right? It will definitely come out and take all these highs, this high and this high, right? So logically speaking, right, this level is an okay level for sales, right? But let's see how price will work out now, because right now it's 5:15 p.m. right? It's not any the London session is not volatile anymore, right? So I would suggest to trade during session times only, right? Because if you were to enter here, later on you have to hold all the way and don't know what is the outcome of the USD news later, right? So it is not worth it to actually enter off the trade. But you can see how price is actually moving off this area. But this is a danger zone, you can see, because we don't like this kind of like consolidation, right? If we have such consolidation, it means that price will either go different ways, will either expand upwards or go down, right? So let's see. I think London we might have an expansion. Expansion just basically means like a strong move, right? We might see a strong move downwards. Okay, because based off market structure, that is it. But if you're talking about news-wise, right, you have to be careful. It may actually be affected by the news, right? That's why market structure-wise, we are looking for price to take out these lows over here. Okay, if I were to look at H4, H4 looks very nice. Like I'm sure this whole area, right, all this resting area, right, is such a nice area for people to for people's stop loss to be taken out. Why? Because a lot of people, not a lot of people, but retail traders might be enticed to enter at this level for buys, right? Let's say they want to enter, they're waiting for buys. So what they'll do something is like this, right? Referring this low. So what they might do is stop loss placed below here, right? Your take profit target at these highs, right? You see, it might work here, right? But there might be a obstacle, which is this level over here. Okay, that's why price is now slowing down. For those that enter the buys here, that's good, right? But just be careful of this level here on the H1 chart that we have gone through just now. Okay, I think it's pretty simple. Then the next thing that we will look at is, let's take a look at gold, right? I think so far, right, for gold is still a bullish outlook, right? Um, let's see. Yeah, I think the next thing that we can look at is this area, right? This whole area is such a nice area for potential sales. Let me see on daily. Okay, I think this whole area is okay for sales, right? Why sells? Because DXY is going up, right? So the only way that I'll enter sales is if I see a strong reaction over here. Okay. But of course, let's see how price will actually work out. There might be a chance that this all-time high might be taken out 3058 around there, right? This all-time high is very like a lot of people will tend to try and trade above this all-time high, so you have to be very careful for that. Okay, if I were to use a fib, I think it aligns very nicely with the 78.6, yeah, like right around this area. Okay, so the 78.6% hasn't been tapped yet. 61.8% has been tapped before already, right? So we will use 78.6 and see how it goes, right? Yeah. Let's see how this might play out. I think this level is okay, but your stop loss has to be pretty big, right? It has to be above this high. Okay, then your TP will be this low, 1:3.3. If I were to go to I think H1, yeah, H1 would have been so nice for buys. I think um this level, let me see. Let me see. This level would have been such a nice area for buys. This key level over here. This is a very nice level for H1 buys, but if I were to enter off this trade, right, I will have to refer to 30 minutes and enter off like this, right? Which I am not very confident of because price might just go down here, right? All the way down here. Okay, so I feel that this buy was a bit indecisive. Okay, so you can see how price might actually react to this level over here. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if you guys are in gold, right? A lot of people that I know of have been holding gold for like ages, but I'm not sure if you guys are holding gold or trade gold, but I think this level is, I think the next level to look at is this level over here. Because why? Okay, there is this supply and demand trick. Okay, so there is this supply and demand trick that you guys it might be useful for some people, right? This is for gold. Okay, so there is this supply and demand trick. Um, for those, you can see if I were to use this example, right? Why I say that is strong is because on H1 we have a bullish candle, right? And then we have a bearish engulfing candle, and then we have followed by two uh bearish candles. Okay, so it's a bit hard to gauge, but what you're looking for is green, right? What you want is green. Okay. Oh, what is this like this? Okay, what you want is green. Okay, green. All right, this is for cells. Okay, then oh, okay, then red and red, red. This is for cells. Okay. So then where should you sell from? Your target is this level. The last green candle, right? Which is why I said this was a next supply area that I'm looking at. All right, then if you take into consideration the bias, some of you might have a question, what about bias, right? Then you hit onto here, you can see how it works. Red, small red, right? Bullish green, bullish engulfing green, green, green. Then this is your level to buy from. Then you mark the whole candle. You can see how it reacted, not once, but twice. Okay, usually I will just let it use once. Okay. Because if let's say price is here, right? If let's say price is here, this is what I call your fresh levels, right? Meaning that price has not came down to tap it at all yet. Okay, so this is your fresh level. Then you can see how price, for fresh levels, you see how price tap in, right? Then straight away bounce off. Okay, then let me show you guys another example. Okay, let me see if the buys have an example. Okay, so just in your head, you just have to remember for buys is red, green, green, green. For sells is green, red, red, red. Yeah. Okay. Then the next thing is you can see here, right? This is a level that I would choose, right? But as of now, price has not tapped this level yet, right? So wait, let me see. Oh yes, it barely tapped. I think if you entered, depending on your broker, not sure if the spreads will tap you all in, right? But it's like on the dot, right? So yeah, another example here, right? Okay, so another example is this, right? Red, green, 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 right? Red, bullish engulfing, green, green. So that's why we have such a huge reaction here. Okay, so I think the next level that we want to look at is this level. All right, so this level or this level, right? Because we have green, bearish engulfing, red, red, right? Green, bearish engulfing, red, red. Okay, so let's see how price actually reacts to these two levels, right? What we want to see, usually for gold, right? When price takes out these highs, right? Let's say price takes out these highs, means what? What does this mean? All these equal highs means that we have taken out liquidity already, right? Then the next space that you will see a reaction from is the second supply area. So this is the first level, then this is the second level. So you might see a reaction here, right? And then maybe come back to this level before it continues upwards. Okay, so this is for gold specifically. Okay, so far, anybody confused about this part? Just feel free to let me know. Usually for, okay, sometimes, right, Cleon, right, because sometimes you see, for some trades like this, right, okay, for trades like this, right, I will highlight, you see, I'll highlight this wick, the top of the body candle to the wick instead. So from here to here, right, sometimes, because the wicks are like, the wicks could be like this long, and then the body is like this short, you know what I mean? So what I'll do is to highlight this area, okay? So this is what I usually do. All right, so sometimes you can see I just mark out these levels because it's not very huge, right? It's just 35 pips. But once it exceeds, for me, once it exceeds like 50 to 60 pips, right? Then I'll have to be more careful, right? So I'll use this area instead. How many pips is this? Yeah, it's about 50. Yeah, 50 is fine, right? For gold, I think the max that I'll go to is 60. Okay, so you can use this as well. Yeah. Okay, so far so good, right? But sometimes you might have to play it safe. Like yeah, you can see sometimes not to, you know, a lot of people do like back testing and stuff. We say that, oh, this is like this will work most of the time. No, that's not the case. You can see how market structure, wow, book this high, right? Book this high, then we will expect it to come down very nicely. And we have such a nice level, right? We have such a nice level. But if you're not careful, and sometimes if I were to do this, right? So this is my level, right? This is my level. Then I'll measure how many pips, right? 43, 43 is fine, right? Let me put it into replay mode. Easier for you guys to see, right? Bearish, bullish engulfing, bullish, bullish, right? Valid, very valid setup, right? So if you put your long position right here, stop loss, place below, right? About 50 pips, right? I'm pretty sure just now what we have been shown is that price takes this out, right? Because one very important thing is, let me see, a let me let me swap this time for a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, you see how London, this is doing session timing, right? But sometimes London will have manipulation, right? So you guys have to be careful, right? What manipulation means is that it doesn't really respect your key levels, and it will aim at wherever there is, such as your resting liquidity, like these levels, or even these levels, right? So you have to be careful. Sometimes that's why sometimes I avoid trading London. But sometimes London actually does have its pros and cons. Yeah. Let me see if this is doing session. 11, yeah. I think for these cells, New York was so much better, right? But if you didn't, it would definitely not tap your sell limit. This one you might have to enter manually, right? So I'll suggest, right, sometimes if you have the time, right, try to enter manually rather than setting limits, because if you see such strong movements, right, then of course you wouldn't want to buy against it, right? It doesn't really make sense. Okay, so the next thing okay, let's go through. I think that was like a Go masterclass or something. Okay, let's go to USD JPY. I think for USD JPY, this, let's see, the H4 looks decent. This looks so nice for buys. I mean for sells, but um, I'm sure USD JPY. Okay, this level, I'll say this level, right, is a very, very nice level for sales. Even if it fails, it's fine, right? But so long as it lines up nicely with DXY, I think it's okay, right? This level, I would say, will be a nice level for sales. Okay, first resistance. Then for your stop loss, I would suggest giving it some room, right? Place it above, like at least this high, which is this level over here. Okay, which is your second resistance. Okay, and we are on the H4, by the way. All right, so because if I were to do a projection, right, let me see, trend-based fib, right, I draw from here, here, and then I mark up. I think this level is at 61.8. Yeah, it's at the 61.8% feeble projection. And then if I to put 61.8 and 100% projection, right, then I'll have to, this is my this is my stop loss, place it slightly above. Okay, and let's say, right, if price do come above like this, like this, right, then I will draw, right, 127, see, 127.2% aligns very nicely. You see, 127.2% and 61.8% feeble projection. All right, that's why I think this level is very strong. Plus, we have so many reactions from this level, right? So I think after price takes out this high, right? What's next will be a sell from here. Okay, this is just my thoughts on this UJ. All right, then your target is this low over here. I mean, the RR is not that nice, but we are playing it safe in a sense. Okay, possible to swing it because on daily we are still bearish, right? So it's possible to swing it to at least this level. All right, but I wouldn't want to like risk it, So I'll just stop at here or just use trading stop loss. Okay, and then let's see. I think CAD we have news. CAD. Okay, wait. I want to go through CAD. Maybe let's see CAD. USD CAD. Oh my goodness. USD CAD has been in this area for ages. You see how CAD USD CAD has been? It's been like this since for 1 month. For 1 month, right? It's been doing this for 1 whole month. 1 whole month, right? We want to see a breakout from this area, please. Right? Like just break out from this area. Okay. So I think on H4, this is a nice buy area, right? If you were if let's say you guys didn't spot this, I think it has already run about 26 pips. Okay, but if price comes to this area again, right? What you want to do is this is your next support level. Okay. I would say this is a good buy, right? This is a good buy opportunity. Then you are targeting this level, right? You are, of course, for myself, what I'm expecting for price to finally break out of this level once and for all, right? Like to just break out and go even higher to at least this level, right? But our first two obstacles will be this high as well as this highs. Okay, so ultimately what I'm looking at is for USD CAD to go above. Right, let's see H1. Yeah, H1 is too slow. I think USD CAD overall is quite slow, right? But yes, okay, for oil we have good progression for oil, right? We are seeing it progress well, right? But our next obstacle will be this level over here. Right, price will tap this level. Okay, but once price taps this level again, why this is strong? Because if you were to drag across this whole level, there were so many times where price actually reacted to this level. All right, so if you go to H4, you can just easily see, oh, this level is where price would most likely reverse from. Okay, then if you go to H1, right, you go to H1, you see, for myself, I haven't really back tested this as many times, right? But you can see this level is a good buy level, at least to this high over here, right? The timing always so weird. It's like an hour before price will always be in my, yeah, because it's in session timing, right? So an hour before will always have movements at like good areas, right? Sometimes it goes in the opposite direction, but that's because of manipulation. But most of the time, I think it's fine, right? So what we are expecting next is for oil to push upwards to this level over here. Okay, let's see. I think it might be slow from now all the way to New York session. Okay. What's next? I think my favorite pair. I'm not sure about you guys. Oh yes. This is the one that I'm not sure about you guys, but have you what are your favorite pairs? Like apart from gold, right? What are your favorite pairs? Or any other pairs that you guys want me to go through with you, please feel free to type it in the chat box. All right. Okay, let's see. There is a high probability that price might actually not respect this area. Let's see. BTC US 30. Oh yes. Okay. Yes, but wanted to share with you guys for GJ. Let's see if this one would work. If let's say if price goes above here, then you can enter buys towards this area. Why this area? Because we have a very nice reaction over here, right? So if I were to drag it all the way here, right, this is a very nice risk reward ratio. Okay, so I think this is my second resistance, and this is the first resistance. Okay, but let's see, let's see. It all depends on the news tomorrow. Retail sales won't really move the markets that much, but let's see if price would actually react. You see, this supply zone price is already reacting to it, but not sure if it will actually break past. We shall see. Okay, if you guys want to take a sell, it's possible, right? Take a sell here. Stop loss about 25 pips is fine. I think it's okay, right? Then 1 is to 2.33. But if not, right, you can wait for the buys. Okay. BTC and US 30. BTC. Okay, let's go. BTC. Okay, so far, right, BTC is stuck at this area. I think yesterday, yeah, yesterday it went all the way until 88, right? But then again, at, at the later part of the day, it dropped all the way back to 85. Right now it's back to 87, right? So I think for BTC, this level is fine, right? This is a okay level. Plus, it is also consolidating at this area right here, right? You can see it consolidate, right? So what I'll do is I'll place buys at this area, right? Stop loss might be below this area. Okay, then our TP will be this highs over here. All right, I think this is decent. Okay, but you have to be careful of, let me see, let me mark this out. Okay, you have to be careful of this level over here, right? If not, you can extend your stop loss a little bit, right? Because this level, 61.8, aligns with this gap over here, right? So this is a level where a lot of people will tend to enter buys, right? So just be careful of that. If not, you can wait for price to come here, stop loss below this low. I think it makes sense. TP at these highs. Okay, right now price is making consolidations over here, right? This is a safer option for you to enter, while this is a more riskier option to enter, right? This is a riskier trade. Okay, stop loss is, yeah, let's see, yeah, way riskier trade over here. Just now we were on 15-minute time frame. That's why you are able to see all these smaller candles. Okay, I think let's see US 30. Oh yes, for myself, I never ever trade US 30 on lower time frames. It's just too risky. All right, so I think this level will be a very nice level for sells. NZD USD. Okay, this level will be very nice for sales. Why? Bearish engulfing, right? Then we have bearish, bearish. Okay, so what I'll do is enter off. Hopefully it goes into the body of the candle. Right, then I'll have a nicer risk to reward ratio. Okay, then my entry, my stop loss is above here, TP is here. Right, as of now, I wouldn't enter US 30 at all. Okay. Yeah, I'll only enter the cells right about this level over here. Okay, then we are projecting it to go down. Okay. I think it's quite straightforward for US 30. Then NZD USD. Wait, give me a sec. Let me see if okay, NZD USD. Okay. For NZD USD, well, it hasn't been moving much. Like right now, it's still in this area. Right, you can see how it's slowly moving up. Right, there's a chance whereby it breaks out of this level, then you can sell from here. Right, because NZD USD, this whole level here is such a beautiful level to sell from. Right, about to go to, yeah, I think if I were to draw, but there's one issue is that this price is quite worrying in a sense because it's making all these equal highs, which I don't really like. Right, so you will have to be quite careful for that. Okay, then this is my second resistance. How many pips is this? Oh my goodness, it's 20 pips. It's only 20 pips. Okay, that's interesting. Didn't realize that NZD USD was so slow. Where is my interesting. Okay. Yep, the next level that I can only look at is this level. I would say this level, I think it's fine. Then all the way back here. Okay, I think daily is bullish, right? But this area, oh, right? But this area, we have already missed the buys, right? Unless you actually wait for price to come back down to this support area, right? Then you enter buys again. So NZD USD is quite interesting, right? Because the pip count is very like for H4, if let's say this is for GBP USD, right? This will have been easily 60 to 70 pips. But for NZD USD, it's 20 pips, right? This whole area is 50 pips. Okay, so I think it's fine to trade within this range. All right, you wouldn't if let's say price you would get to buy here again, your TP will be this high, right? If you would get to buy again, right? Because if I were to look at H1, I think looking at how price is, it will just break past this level to react to this level over here. Okay. So I would say this either this one or this one is your sell level. Just 20 pips apart. If you want to play it safe, right, go to H4. You are trading off the retest over here. This will be a much safer option. Okay. This one, rather than this first resistance. But if you FOMO, right, then you can still try this first resistance, and let's see how NZD USD will react to that. Okay. I think AUD USD is about the same. AUD USD and NZD USD is about the same, right? You can see how one reacts. Actually, yeah. So just to take note, NZD USD and AUD USD, right? You cannot be buying one and selling one, right? You need to be buying both or selling both, right? Then you will um, be in profits. But of course, the risk is also huge because if you are wrong for one, right, you are most likely wrong for both. Okay. Okay. Any other pairs that you guys want me to go through with you? I think we have covered most of the pairs, right? Any other pairs that you want me to go through with you? PAUD. Copper. Copper is copper for the supply and demand. Oh, HKEX. Okay, for the supply and demand zone entry, if the zone is big, will you enter? Oh, no, 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 no. I don't ever enter in layers, but you can try it. I have a friend that does layering, right? So basically, instead of one position, right? If let's say if the box is big, right? Let's say about 100 pips, right? You can divide it into either three positions, right? Three positions, I would say. Then let's say you use 0.1 lot. So you can use 0.03, 0.03, and then 0.03. So if you want to layer, just divide your normal your normal one entry position different into either two or three different positions if you really want to layer. Okay, I think it's fine. HKEX. HKEX. Copper. So what will you usually do? Observe price action. Yeah. But sometimes if you know that okay, market structure and everything aligns, what I'll do is to put a limit, right? Because sometimes I wouldn't be there 100% of the time, so I'll just enter off based off limits. Copper, interesting. Um, Wait a minute. Mhm. Let me see the futures. Lily, is it this one? HKEX, copper futures. I'm sure it's a futures, right? Is it futures? HK50. Oh, interesting. Let me see. IronFX has Hong Kong 50. That's interesting. Mm, let's see. Hong Kong 50 index. Hong Kong. The the first one. Okay, never mind. Let's just use this. Okay, let me show you for. Let me show you. Okay. Oh. Hmm. Wow. Wow. Hong Kong 50 index actually. Wow, it's interesting. Um, I'm definitely on the buy side, but where? Okay, let me show you. I think very simple, super simple. I think this is definitely my buy zone. Okay. Let me see. Okay, this is definitely my buy zone. Wow, what an interesting pair. Okay, stop loss placed below this low, TP this high. Okay, 1:2.1. Okay, Lily. Why? Because we have this is basically this is like FVG. Okay, then we also I'm not sure whether HK50 reacts to FVG, right? Not every pair reacts the same, right? But this is a nice level to buy from, 71% plus a very clear level of imbalance. So you can see how price is going down to this level. Okay, then if you look at H4, right? H4 we are still bullish. Okay, so we definitely want to be on the buy side for. All right, so this is if I were to trade this pair, right? My target will be this high, or you can play it safe and exit at this level here, which is at the body. If not, you can put it at this high over here. Okay, right? I think it should be quite straightforward. Okay, then yeah, just have to take note of the TP and SL levels, right? But you can see once price came close, but I am not sure if we will reverse above that. If so, it's okay, right? We can always enter another time. One mistake that people do is let's say they never enter their zone, right? And then they enter somewhere here, which will give them a super bad risk to reward ratio, right? Like right here. From a 1:2 become 1:1, right? So it's not worth anymore, right? Only enter a trade if it is worth it. All right. So if this is a miss, it's okay, right? We can always enter other trades. All right. I think most probably price will reverse off from here, right? But if not, then we can enter here. Okay. Any other questions before I end off the session? Right. I think it should be fine. Right. Just type in the chat box. Any other questions before we end the session? Okay. If we don't have any other questions, then that is all from me to you guys. Thank you for joining into today's. Yeah, I've been wanting to push for it, but it doesn't seem to work. Let me try to ask. All right, then I will get back to you guys on this. Okay, don't worry, we will have it, cause I like the engagement with you guys. All right, so I appreciate all the support and thank you for always how you measure the pins, how you measure. You mean the pips, is it? Oh, okay. So to measure the pips, right? Okay, one trick, I think it's the same as US 30 and Germany 40, right? Once you use your tool, once you have this tool, right? You use TradingView, right? You can see how many points is this. Usually people call it in points, but you can just divide, let's say 3,534, right? You can see the target is to 353.4, right? That is the number of pips, right? Yeah, but usually people look at points for like indices, futures, and stuff like that. Yeah. So to measure, right? Usually I'll just cancel off the last digit. Okay. Then simple enough, you just use your this tool, right? If you go to trading view, right, you can use this tool, right? You use this long position or short position, right? If you're on the app, right, you can use your buy limits and stop loss. And sorry, your buy limits, and then you measure your stop loss and take profit. So you can see the number of points. It's a bit harder to calculate, right? But one trick is to use baby pips. So you can use baby pips, right? You can use baby pips to calculate your lot size and stuff like that. They just type in HK50, right? Then they will calculate for you. I think it should be quite straightforward. Okay, babypips.com. Yeah. Yeah, if you're really, really unsure, then this is how you can learn more about the pip counting and how to count your position size. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pose. Is it like this? Um, how do I do it? Wait, let me see. All your posts and quizzes in surveys are available for this meeting. Let me try. Oh, okay. Untitled poll. Um, what I wanted to go through with you guys. Okay. Yeah. FVG. Okay. FVG webinar. Okay. How about um? Oh. Okay. How do I send you? Okay. FVG webinar. Mix. Is it? How about webinar choice? FVG. That's weird. Yes. No. Like this. Yeah. Okay. Let me try to launch. I think I click launch, right? Launch. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see the um okay. Oh, nice. That's how you do. Okay. All right, all right. Interesting. Nice. Okay. Sure, no problem. I think it's quite simple. Okay. What is this? Improving our webinar. A poll has been launched in this meeting. Oh, nice. Okay. Um, okay. Think we can end poll. Oh, they always send a review. Okay, can I send this one, like the one on how I can improve. All right, if it's not okay, I will improve. Oh, I didn't realize the other speakers, they always send polls and stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, nice. I think most of us have answered already. Okay, that's interesting. Today I learned something new, how to create a poll on this. Okay, I think we more or less yeah. Okay, that's all from me to you guys. Thank you for helping me with the poll and for always joining in the webinars. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. I always enjoy the live training session with you guys. All right. Thanks for being very, very engaging and asking questions and allowing me to help you guys improve, and we will improve together. All right. Thank you for joining in every week on Thursday as usual. Okay, I shall see you guys. Stay safe and trade safe. All right. Bye bye. What is this?